Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our unboxing. Little technical difficulties and also Ian forcing Debbie to do this without telling her that she was actually doing this. So so we got it all together. It's good. It's good. It's going to be a great stream today. So today we got a couple of unboxings to do. I personally have my Stitch Fix box. So I need some audience help and telling me what I'm going to keep this month and what I am sending back. And Debbie has more rocks. The rock addiction lives on. There's another box of rocks coming. And I see Eddie in the background. I can see Debbie. And Eddie's going to be with us as well. So, all right, let me bring Debbie into the feed. I think I've given her enough time to be ready for this. And as it looks like some folks are already commenting, but yes, keep the comments coming. Here we go. Hey, Debbie.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, Eddie.
What's up, Ian?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing all right. All right. Living the dream.
Living the dream. Yeah, I was, as Debbie, I know you heard what I was saying, but yes, in our text conversation, really thought you were on board for a unboxing, and you're a good sport because you clearly did not indicate that. I just made a big assumption.
I was in Johnston at 2:45.
Hey, I appreciate you doing again. I could have, I will always go on a feed and talk. That is not a problem for me. So
That's showbiz.
there it is. There it is. All right. I think, what do you want to do? Well, let's do rocks first, huh?
All right.
Unless you need time, I can do,
No, I'm good. I'm ready.
All
to
right,
go.
let's do it. Let's do it.
Kat might walk through. Eddie is also threatened to do a costume change, so please don't encourage that. This is a family show.
And if we remember, there's the Eddie rap. All right, I'm excited. Here, I'm gonna maximize your screen for the audience. They don't need to see my ugly mug.
All right, so we're just gonna do that. All right, so I'm gonna start with the freebie.
Oh, you got a freebie?
I got a freebie.
Ooh. So what are we seeing there?
Oh, we have. All right, there we go. It's all right. I have my lighting hand on deck. So this is botryoidal fluorite. So last week we looked at a lot of fluorite that was square or cube shaped, but this one you can see is round.
Tetrahedral.
Oh, Eddie's letting us know that we also saw some tetrahedral. Oh, that's right. We had the one that looked like the Dungeons and Dragons dice.
That's right. Oh, that's right. That's a good reference. Yes.
So this is fluorite, but it looks completely different.
It is.
And I'm really excited about this freebie because, like, as a collector, I should have this piece, but I would never spend money on this type because I think it's ugly. So now that that's out of the way, let's move on.
I have a question, and this may be for Eddie, but so last week we saw one, and as you said, it was tetrahedral, which means it must be formed by crystals, right? What makes it different for it to come out in this shape? Because I would imagine that's different than crystallizing.
Essentially, when you break down a molecule of a specific mineral, the shape of the molecule determines the shape of the mineral itself or the shape of the gem.
Okay.
I'm not actually sure how this one.
Yeah. No,
formed.
But
likely the molecule is exactly in the same shape. There might have been exterior
influence
forces, like the shape of the vessel in which this grew might have changed that. I am not sure. I'm not 100% sure on this.
Yeah. No, I like trying to stump Eddie. That's my goal on this show. So there it is. I like that. I agree. I don't think I'd pay for it, but that's a nice one to have in the collection.
All right. So,
question.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
You had asked me how this all started, so I thought it would be fun to bring on one of the pieces that got it all started.
Ooh.
It's a little bit washed out in this light. Now you can't see it at all.
That's better. No, that's actually better.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah,
so if you just want to leave that down, Eddie. What's a light tech called?
I know sound is gaffer. I can't remember what a grip.
All right, clock and a grip. Some
I think it's a
dolomite.
grip. I think it's
Sorry.
a grip.
Sorry, I can't get this really good. I have shadow, I have light. I think
It's your light, man. I'm telling you.
I know. I know, but
Jane thinks it's pretty.
I got feedback last time that I was too harsh on Eddie, so I'm trying to not.
Oh, did you? Who gave you feedback? Me?
I feel like the audience.
The audience wants to know what Eddie's drinking.
That will be a Shamrock Mocha iced coffee from Mary Lou's.
Nice. So what's this, Debbie? What are we looking at? This is the one. This is when you were like, oh my God, I gotta have that. And now that I have it, I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life and collect rocks and give a good portion of my salary. There, that's perfect.
All right. So this is the purple is called lepidolite. I believe there's lithium in that. Is that correct, Eddie?
That sounds right, yeah.
So I might lick this later.
Nice.
And the pink is tourmaline, which is super hot on the market. Not in this variation, but if you want to watch a rock show and see stuff go for ridiculous amounts of money, tourmaline collectors are dishing it out.
And I think I can speak for my audiences. Yes, we're all here for watching rock shows that go for a ridiculous amount of money. So
my limit is $250. I have not spent more than that on one specimen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So this is where it's all started.
That's cool. Little walk down history lane.
All right, next we're going to move on to quartz with carbon inclusions. These are the lovely cards that come with it. This is from Tibet.
Ooh.
Shout out to Good Earth Material.
I linked to them in our last show, and I didn't get any kind of response.
They haven't mentioned it.
Yeah, because they definitely, it was linked to the feed, so they could have watched it.
Fun fact, Gus is a Lhasa Apso, and they're from Tibet.
Oh, I like that one. This is nice.
I don't know if you can see, like it's clear on the outside, and then you've got the darkness on the inside. That's all carbon inclusion.
Wow.
I think, the lighting at 3 o'clock is different than
At 2. Yep.
Than 2.
But I, as somebody that has like my big monitor in front of me, it's pretty good.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I haven't found the right lighting for this piece just yet.
Oh, Jane likes this one as well.
We do have a cat coming through.
Cat coming through. I got to get some cue music when the cat comes through.
All right. So
A little stray cat strut or something.
Yeah,
like that.
oh, good one. Yes, absolutely.
next up we have Indochinite
There it is.
from China.
I
This is cool. This looks like nothing spectacular. But this was formed when a meteorite hit the Earth in China, and the impact caused this to form.
So this must be kind of a rare thing, right? There can't be that much of it if that's how it forms.
Eddie, are you up to date on Tektite?
Certain types of impact-related tektites, where tektites is the material that was previously of the Earth that melts or changes or morphs during the impact of a meteor is not, like, in general, it's not super rare, but specific types like moldavite and indochinite are more rare because of the minerals that were involved when it melted.
Oh, that's cool.
Essentially, a tektite is actually a glass. It's not a mineral because there are no defined mineral structures within it.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's all those little mineral molecules jammed together, and they all froze together all at once, and they never had a chance to form crystals.
That is cool.
This is mineralogically no different than the window that I'm trying to block here with the light. So
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a good shot, Debbie, right there.
And this is a similar material to what volcanoes do.
yes, correct. Like a basalt, the same idea. Again, it's a glass because certain portions of the basalt or an obsidian are nothing but glass. They're not technically minerals because there is no mineral property. There's no crystal properties to them. It's essentially all the minerals combined, frozen together in a, I guess you'd say, homogenized mixture.
If you're into aliens, these are pieces that you want.
It's extremely heavy too.
And I would
It
say,
kind It looks
I would
like
say most
an
of our
elephant.
audience, yeah, I would say most of our audience is into aliens.
Okay. So next up, we have it's called an androdite garnet from Japan. Super mini. Ooh, I just had a cat dig its nails into my leg.
Ooh, nice.
Oh.
And then a vomit.
That's the dog with the hairballs, actually.
All right. All the animals are weighing in right now.
So this is extremely rare and out of focus.
Oh,
Oh, it wants to.
wants to. You need to get a manual focus camera.
A new cell phone would take care of this well, don't you think?
Are you using your cell phone right now?
No, I'm using a Microsoft autofocus camera.
Yes, the awesome Microsoft.
It might be too small. I'll describe it for you. It's iridescent. So moving on.
Is there a way I can add a photo to this this stream? I could take a photo of it and send it off.
Yeah. If you email it to me, Eddie, IanMartin71@gmail.
All right. I'll do just that. You're gonna lose your lighting guy though.
All right.
That's fine.
Use a rock to pin the curtain back. We have a collection of rocks over here.
You know something, Debbie? If you move the plant, I think it's trying to focus on the plant.
Rude. All right. Well,
Rude.
let's look at my dirty house.
Yeah, that's fine.
Great. All right. Next. Oh, this is very, very cool. So there is a paint plant. Oh, geez.
It's good. It's coming in. It just a little focus. There it is. Oh, it wants your fingers.
These little ones.
Are hard.
This is the money one. Let's come back to that one
All right.
when I have my camera guy back, my light guy.
Exactly.
Okay, so last week, actually, Ian, why don't we take a pause? Why don't you do
Yeah.
your Stitch Fix?
Oh
and
yeah,
I
we'll
can
do we'll
some
do
of the
that now.
typing?
We'll do that now. All right, everybody. So we're moving on to Stitch Fix. Let me bring us out of the solo layout. Yeah, so we're gonna do the Stitch Fix. If for those of you who are first timers with the Stitch Fix, this is only my second time doing it. This is all about. So if you don't know what Stitch Fix is, it is a mail order clothing company, and you pay a small $20 fee, and a stylist has learned all about my style, or hopefully have a good opinion, as I find myself pretty styleless, puts together a few pieces of clothing that they think will look good on me. They know all about me. I rated clothing. They know my styles, and every month it gets a little bit better. So every month I get about 5 different pieces of articles of clothing, and I have no obligation to keep them. But they're usually pretty right on, so I end up keeping a couple. So what we'll do here is I'll just show what clothing came in the box. I haven't looked at these yet. Haven't even opened the box, so that's exciting. So let me do this. All right. So this month we had a little bit of excitement in the getting of here. Look at this. Look at that box. It was mangled. It actually goes onto this side as well. It was mangled in shipping. So USPS, got to blame the Postal Service. I'm telling you. Yeah, it is exciting, Becky. I am. So I'm going to open it for the first time. So there could be things missing. Like that's a big enough gap that something could have fallen out. Like I don't even need to open the top. Look, you can see inside pretty well. So I could have lost something. I don't know. All right, here we go. Oh, I have scissors. Some scissors. I got these are a brand new pair of scissors, rated the best scissors on wirecutter.com. A little shout out to my best review site, wirecutter.com. But they were like $11 and they never go dull. And I don't know. I got them. All right, here we go. It's looking pretty good on the inside here. So you get an envelope to ship everything back, and then a packet of information, and there's a note from my stylist in here. And she's been being pretty funny, so I'm going to read it. Hi there, Erin. How are you doing this week? I hope you're able to look into some of those hat options. Oh, I had asked her, is there a hat appropriate for work? Because my COVID mullet, as most of you know, is getting a little out of control, and I haven't been to get a haircut in over a year. So she was like, we don't really have any, but she gave me some advice on what kind of hat to get. So she said, I hope the option I told you about last time, and I hope you've made a smooth return back into the office. Yes, I have. In this assortment, I focused on sending you some more business casual styles to wear to work. That's what I need. I'm not doing anything socially. Let's see. I thought the white window pane button-down shirt would look great with your khaki chinos, which I bought a couple months ago. For a polished look, layer with the black sweater from Fairlane. Do you have any requests for your next fix? Let me know and I can update your closet for spring. Best, Abigail. So let's see how Abigail did. All right, first thing. Ooh. They come nicely wrapped like this. Oh, look at this sweater. She really likes this type of 3-button. This one's a little thicker than the Henley she's been sending. This is more, and I would say a little bit less casual than the shirt we returned last month. But yeah, there we go.
That is going to look good for Easter.
Okay, yeah, I like it. Yeah, not bad, not bad. So, all right, so that's a maybe. That's a definite maybe. Weigh in on the comments. What do you think? Keep or no keep? I know it's hard. I totally agree. You don't get to see them on me, so it is a little bit tougher. Oh, and this one, there's 4 in one of these wraps. So. This is the white one she was talking about. At first I thought it was going to be all white, and I was like, that's boring. That is kind of a nice shirt, right? Yeah, this is a good base layer shirt to wear a sweater over.
Is the check blue or black?
It is black. It's kind of gray. The lighter is gray, and then where they meet, it's a black. So, what do you think? Let's see.
It's not my favorite.
No, I think this one will be price dependent. If it's a good buy, I might keep it, but rarely is there a good buy on these things.
What did she tell you to wear that with?
She said, where did I put it? There it is. Come on. I thought the white window pane button-down shirt would look great with my khaki chinos. These are what the khaki. Let me make sure she's not talking about. Yeah, these are what the khaki chinos look like. These right here. I bought them a couple again. So she's thinking that'll look great, and I agree. That is a good look. I don't know. I never usually pair anything black with brown, but I think I'm old fashioned that way. So I need to. If my stylist says to do it, I will do it. Let's see. People think I should keep the first thing. What color khakis? You've seen them now. It looks blue. I'm not sure I would love black. Liz, exactly, right? Agree, Liz. I thought it was blue. Maybe it is. No, it is definitely black. Let me see. I'll do a closer up for you all. What do you think? What do you think? I think it's black. All right. Liz thought it was blue. Okay, cool. We're caught up on the comments. All right, so that's a maybe again. The black with the. Oh. All right, so it's a nice flannel feel, but they sent me one very similar to it. So the one they sent me was a little thicker, but it's gray like this. I do like the brown buttons. I think that is kind of sharp.
This has an Anthony Hopkins in Italy feel, which I happen to like.
All right, explain that reference to me. Is there an Anthony Hopkins in Italy?
It's from one of the Hannibal movies, but that part isn't.
Yeah. When he's calling him, yeah. Good reference. All right. So serial killer in Italy is what you're saying.
Well, I omitted the Hannibal reference intentionally. I can see Anthony Hopkins wearing that. He would wear it with some loafers without any socks.
There it is.
Okay.
I don't ever see me going for the loafer without socks look, though. I that is something that just I don't know what it is, but all right. Oh my goodness, are we coming? No, we got two more things. So we have again a little plain. So
and I couldn't find.
that's interesting.
It was family friendly.
So it's a short sleeve polo. I know this isn't going to be a favorite of most people in the chat because I know they don't like polos. It's interesting. It's a soft cotton. The collar is not much of one. It's interesting. It's a I don't know if you can see it. I don't know. It's very plain. Again, this would go great with those Kessie. Yeah, those buttons. Yeah, I agree with the gray one. In fact, the shirt that I said I already have, she matched with those chinos. They came in the same, and I bought it because they look good together. I need to wear it to work. That's what I need to do.
And
What's
so
that?
nobody can see you. Does she know that you live down by the ocean? A lot of this has ocean feels to me.
I don't know if she does. She may have creeped out and looked at my zip code, and then she would know.
I mean, there's an address too.
So she could have Google Map me. I mean, if she's worth her salt, she's worth the $20. She's done some deep dives into Ian Martin.
Right.
Just saying.
I feel the popularity of polos is way overblown considering the underpopularity of the sport polo.
The clothing style is way more popular than the sport itself.
I'd like to see more horse hockey on ESPN.
Liz and Becky are definitely on the same page. All right. So this is interesting. It's like a soft knit. Yeah, it's interesting. It's a zip. It is definitely black. As you can see, yeah, it's got the zip. I don't know. None of these are like, I think I want to tell her I want a little bit more of a funk to my clothing. Am I talking crazy here? But I feel like these are very plain type of style. And I guess she's going for the office, so you don't want to be too, I don't want to, but.
You should let her know what sort of socks you would like to wear. Maybe send some patterns, and I think that she would understand that.
So tell her that I like to wear patterned socks, like, and that you're looking for a little something fun in the clothing like you do with socks.
Yeah.
That zip collar, that last one, is that a coarse tooth, like a big tooth zippers? Or is that like on your hoodie you're wearing right now?
Yeah, let's see. I think it's fine, but let me see. Yeah, it's exactly like what's on my hoodie.
All right, I was gonna say I've had issues with stuff like that with a big tooth on the zipper.
Yeah,
to catch in my beard, and I don't know if you've ever had that problem before. It is not fun.
No, you're right. Very sensitive. Let's see. Liz, me and Becca on the same page here. And then Liz says, I obviously like the sweater, but black again seems dressy. I agree. And to be honest, my pant game is all brown. Like I have so I have olive and I have brown. I mean, I have black pants, but it's not anything. I feel black is dressy for the office. I don't do blue pants. So again, I don't know how much I'm comfortable matching black with brown. I've always felt that was a faux pas. So yeah, I may tell her that I'm not interested in blacks anymore. That could be the takeaway. I'd prefer to see some navy sweaters and stripes. Me too, Liz. You and I are on the same page too. This is helpful. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Let's do the important thing. The prices. So that half zip that we just looked at is $74. It's merino wool. That's a little much for me. Just saying. Let's see. The let's see. So this one $74. So
I could make a Silence of the Lambs comment regarding your wool sweater, but I won't.
Is it lamb's wool? This polo is a reasonable $34. Again, I could also go to Kohl's and get one for about $12, but it is much nicer than what I would get for $12. So there you go.
And you don't have to wear a mask to enjoy that shirt right now. Whereas
What?
if you go to Kohl's, you're exposed.
Oh, that's exactly it. That's the impetus to this whole thing is I didn't want to go into stores.
You'd actually have to go find your size because
Yeah.
Kohl's is always a mess.
It's always a mess. And I think it got a mess. So that means a lot of people are touching it. So we could say that Kohl's clothes are just COVID infested, right?
I think that's safe.
I think that's safe. Yeah, exactly. Eventide. So this, it's called the Kyle Soft Chambray shirt.
I instantly hate it because it's called Kyle.
It's $58. Again, I have one similar. I think maybe I'll I think I can grab that shirt pretty easy.
Does it have the Monster Energy Drink logo engraved or embroidered on the pocket?
It doesn't. It doesn't, which is in its favor. It's all right. So our one that we like, but we don't like. We're not crazy about the color of it. This one's $49. There's that. I don't know. This may be a one keep shipment. Because I think we all are in agreement that we kind of like this one. Again, I have to try this on. This is one that see how it hangs on my body. If it's too tight, it won't be too loose. But
That's 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of a like. I don't have anything this color in my wardrobe, and I like that. Let's see. We got some questions. Black with olive will go, and I do have olive pants. That's a good point. Are these clothes brand names? Here are the brand names. So we have Fairlane was the expensive half zip sweater. They are brand names. I've gone on and I've looked. They are sold in other stores. Like it's not just Stitch Fix, but Stitch Fix clearly goes to the same brands because the heavyweight ribbed button is Hawker and Rye, and I have most of the brand. That's the most popular brand. So this is Hawker and Rye, which I had never heard of before Stitch Fix. The Kyle Soft Chambray shirt is Eventide. The polo is Threads for Thought, which makes me think they may be a progressive, like they must do something with their funds. So I do want to look up their brand because that's a cool name. It sounds like they do something with it. And then the long sleeve button down the window pane was Hawker and Rye as well. So that's a good brand. Oh, okay. So Jane knows the brand. I like that. I like the sweater too. Yes, keep that one. All right. So it looks like this month it's unless I will try everything on, and I believe in the theory. I eliminate the price if it feels good as somebody that struggles finding clothing that I feel really comfortable in. If I try something on and I feel really confident, it's worth any price. And that's a little privileged to say, but that's how I've in pandemic, that's how I feel. I feel that feeling good these days is kind of priceless. So if you can make it happen, do it. So I don't think any of these clothes, with the exception of the sweater that I'm keeping already, unless it doesn't fit well, I don't think anything here is going to be like, oh, once I put it on, I'm going to feel great. But that's the rule. So anything that I bought, those chinos made me feel really good that I showed. So I paid a little bit more than I would for chinos. So cool. All right. Are we ready to go back to rocks?
Yeah, I was just thinking how sweatpants make me feel really good.
Yes, right? See, and that's the other thing. What I will pay a lot for, and I need to say this, but I actually have a hard time finding it. I have one Champion sweatshirt. It's a pullover, no hood, no zipper pullover. It is the thickest material, and I can't find Champion sweatshirt or any sweatshirts that matches this material. But I'd pay $100 if I could find another one, because I've worn the other one so much that it needs an upgrade. It's got some rips and tears. It looks well worn in, but I wouldn't feel comfortable wearing it anywhere that I wanted to look presentable. So
I just threw out a very heavy Champion sweatshirt that I had essentially worn to dust.
yeah.
And the
Eddie,
only comparison that I have to it is like a Carhartt sweatshirt.
Oh, that's a good call. That's a good call.
It was so heavy, and Champion doesn't make a sweatshirt like that. I don't know anybody else that does now at this point.
I think that's it. I think they once made a heavy sweatshirt and they went cheaper, because this thing is old. Like, this may be like undergrad college old. But that tells how thick it is. I mean, it get washed all the time. It gets worn all the time. I'm more prone, like today I threw on a zip up hoodie, but like I really, if I'm going to wear it all day, I'd rather a pullover sweatshirt than a zip up.
I'm beginning to think that Eddie has sponsorship by Carhartt. Straighten your arm.
Which is
arm.
The other arm, the one with the Carhartt logo.
This is seeming suspicious.
Well, it's funny. I couldn't find my brown hat that I'm known for wearing. And that's a Carhartt hat. So this really could be sponsored by Carhartt.
Yeah, that Champion sweatshirt I threw out had caught fire 5 or 6 times. It was enough. And it would only caught fire because it was frayed so bad.
That's awesome. All right, Debbie, what do we? Did you email me those pictures? Yep, I got them.
Yeah, I did.
All right.
I tried it. I mean, what is it, Androdite? I tried to send you some Andrew Dice Clay quotes, but because this is a family show.
Yeah, there's not a lot you can.
It's a family show.
Exactly.
Yes.
Let's. Oh, you had it, and then it went away. And of course, the lighting has changed.
Well, I put the pic. Ian's gonna put
Here.
the pictures up of this.
How's that?
On this one here, you can actually see the iridescent stripe over the top.
Yeah.
It is a very jagged. It's tough to determine the shape of it. It looks almost hexagonal, like a piece of quartz. And I'm sure you can see that in her shadows when she brings the camera back up.
The lighting has all changed. So.
Oh, it was getting there.
What did you take that picture on, Eddie? It looked a little bit dirty.
What was dirty? The camera?
No, it looked like you put this on a dirty piece of paper towel and then snapped the picture.
That's a clean puffs tissue. As you can tell,
I mean, that's a good camera. Look at the detail of the pattern in the tissue.
It's incredible.
Yeah. Debbie, see what a modern phone can do?
What kind of phone do you have, Eddie?
This would be the iPhone 12.
Yeah, that's the most modern.
All right.
Oh, that was good. Bring it in a little closer. Come on, Microsoft, do your thing. That was the problem with my Microsoft camera. It would lose focus.
I find that it's better with the minerals than it is with
with-
my face. These small ones just are struggling,
Yeah,
but
they're struggling because it's focusing on your fingers, I think.
here, can you see that color? There we go.
There it is. There it is. Oh,
All right.
wow. Yeah.
Now, this is so cool. So, this is from Poland. And the story behind this is that I believe it's a paint factory had an explosion. And the zinc from the paint mixed with oxygen. And the byproduct was this.
Whoa.
It's called zincite. And from what I understand, a lot of people are faking this on the market, but I believe that my supplier is reputable and this is the original from Poland.
I would agree with you.
I was going to give this to Eddie for his birthday, but I looked at it and I like it too much, so I'm going to keep it for myself.
There you go, Eddie. She giveth and she taketh away.
You can look at it every weekend.
Yeah, I get weekend visitation.
Debbie, I don't know if you can do it, but can you show your gift from Eddie?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I think-
yes, he's going to get it.
I think this is the coolest, nicest thing.
Eddie's really, everyone needs an Eddie in their life.
That's yes.
All right, so this is pretty special. Last week, or the last time we did an unboxing, I showed you a Fodden quartz, which had this tabular shaped
Yep.
quartz. Well, this is also a Fodden quartz, but it's in with all of these regular vertical quartz.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So you can see how the Fodden grows left to right,
yeah.
but it's sandwiched in the quartz that grows up and down. And I am a sucker for fun things on the bottom. And there's
You have said that. That's true. Oh,
there's
look at
just this,
that.
like, bonus quartz on the bottom.
That is cool. That is cool. It's like, I don't want to be on top with all these fools. I'm going to be by myself on the bottom.
So Eddie made me this wonderful case to hold my rocks.
Ooh. Isn't that nice? He made that for her.
He made that, and
It's actually an old electronics components manufacturing. It was from an electronic manufacturing shop, and they used it to move parts around said shop. And the shelving is actually just made from pallets. The
That's
pieces of
awesome.
pallets.
And it has that nice, I like it because it has that aged, look, which when you're displaying things that could be millions of years old, I think that's appropriate.
can you show the top so we can see the stamp on it? Isn't that so cool? And then
Oh, that's cool.
look at the carpentry.
Look at that. Just fitted nicely. Becky says you need to put felt on the shelves to keep them safe.
Oh, that's an excellent idea. We've only gone to the hardware store once today, so that'll be good for a second trip.
There
Is
it
it
is.
felt? It is now.
And put AC on it. I don't get it. I feel like I'm missing something.
Same.
All right. Put AC on it. AC.
All right. So, do you remember? You may not remember. It's okay. I showed you a little box with a mineral in it last time, and I said,
Oh yeah.
I really have been pining for some rutile, and that was like the most affordable one that I could find. I dozed off and bought this. This was some QVC shopping problem. This is rutile. This is the same sort of item that I've always wanted. I settled for that little small box of it, and now I have my own piece.
Wow, that's exciting.
So this is a titanium alloy. Is that what you'd call it, Eddie? on quartz. And oh, there we go. I'm just gonna
That's cool.
adjust some of the lighting here a little bit. The sun is moving.
The sun is moving, but it looks really good from my angle.
It's a bit red in color. It's so cool.
That is really cool.
You know, and it looks like it could be quite fragile, but it's very, very hard. And then if you look over here, you can see some underneath the quartz. I'm not doing a good job showing that.
That's cool. Oh yeah, look at that.
There we go.
There it is. Look at that. Man, so much stuff in it. There's so much.
So neat.
It is so neat. Becky meant temperature control when she said AC,
It's titanium dioxide.
Thank
which
you.
is funny.
Titanium dioxide, which is white pigment number 6. And for all of you artists out there, and rutile is the most common natural formation of ore for this pigment.
Eddie's in some pretty good lighting, isn't he?
He's pretty, yeah.
That's it.
I'm staring at
Well-
the photo.
Yeah, he's the lighting director. Of course, he'd have the best light for himself.
All right. So I also got this last time, or showed you this last time. This is, oh, it's trying to focus on Eddie.
It's the blue.
Get out
It's,
of there.
it's the blue pimples.
Close. This is the rainbow item.
Oh, right. Oh, look at that.
So this is dolomite with calcite. The dolomite is the bright white. The
Yeah.
calcite is the thing that looks like a torpedo coming at you.
Yeah.
And then chalcopyrite, which is that rainbow color. So it comes
Wow.
out of the ground and it's gold. And then as it oxidizes, it turns rainbow. So I liked this so much that I got a second piece. And again, we got some bonus on the bottom.
Becky says it looks like dragon fruit.
Eddie, would you grab the dragon fruit? We can compare side to side.
That's funny.
And then there's another bonus over here. This dark mineral is called galena, which is a lead mineral, and you definitely want to wash your hands after that. All right.
No, you got lead on your hands.
Oh. So
Oh wow. Yeah. I can
Oh.
see.
Gus
Oh,
is
Gus coming through. Gus wants some dragon fruit.
The minute this hits the cutting board, he will be at my heels.
Gus likes dragon fruit. I need to get one. I've never had one.
you have to look at this guy.
Look at that guy.
He just wants the a shoe shot. A day wouldn't be complete without it.
Or everything seasoning. She also thinks it looks like everything seasoning.
Yes. That's great. The tenants upstairs have just pulled in. I wonder if they'll be curious as to what's going on.
Yeah.
And I
Just-
saved
Just at a box on a rock unboxing. Nothing to see here.
they work at a restaurant, so I think we should unbox some of their
Mm.
leftovers.
Mm.
All
I mean,
right.
we could always just go up there and pick up an order.
Hey, Gus.
Hey, bud.
So this is my favorite. This is called Gertite, which is so fun because it's not spelled the way it looks. Did I say that right? It's spelled very differently than how you would think. It's Goethit. So I think that separates the posers from the non-posers, if you know how to say that.
That's a good rule.
And I've decided that I must now collect Gertite. So
So there it is. That looks like a little like lava rock, huh?
doesn't it? And there's like this melty metallicness going on.
Becky's calling you out.
Didn't she just? Oh yes, that's right, Becky. I wasn't allowed to touch the dragon fruit because I touched the lead. But I did pet my dog, so he probably needs a bath. I think he licks lead paint though. He's a little bit off in the head. Yeah. Isn't that wonderful?
That's good. That's
and there are all these nooks and crannies of. Yeah. Look at that.
That's awesome. Look at that crate.
So cool.
What do you think that silver stuff is?
Do you know, Eddie?
It's probably an iron oxide.
Is it?
There's a lot of other very obvious iron oxides in the formation. There's quite a bit of hematite, the red hematite. It might actually be black hematite, though.
Gotcha. Becky put some sympathy for Gus in the chat.
Gus got to go for a car ride today, and the pretty girl at Mary Lou's gave him a treat, so he's doing okay.
Yeah, I mean, what's a little lead poisoning as long as you get a treat from Mary Lou's? That's my motto. Put that on a t-shirt.
You need to submit that to Stitch Fix. She'll understand.
She'll understand.
This is the last of my rocks, but I do have a Stitch Fix question for you.
Yes.
I'm gonna just move so I can talk to you. Yeah, that's horrible.
I tried to sit on my lap, by the way.
Get out of here. No, I didn't.
I totally did.
So, you know how sometimes people develop these fixations on people? Oh, like Jodie Foster was stalked by.
Yes.
I wonder if these Stitch Fix people, if people develop attachments to them, and, you know, does Abigail have a stalker that started out as an original Stitch Fix buyer?
It's a good call. I mean, I talked about how she could be stalking me, but although it would be really hard, I can't direct message her unless I'm checking out. Oh, I guess I can throughout the month. You can leave messages, but the only response you get is that little window in your card, you know, that has her message to it. So it'd be very tough to kind of, it's kind of in your designers or stylists' hands. But yeah, I think whenever you're in a position where people can create a false narrative about you, it could lead to some stalkerish behavior, because that's what always happens.
Do you think they use a pseudonym?
Abigail, maybe, but they don't use the last name, so I feel like it's not as pertinent.
I feel like Abigail, like if you went into Stitch Fix, there might be two Abigails, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
The whole company, there might be two.
Maybe, yeah, we should compare notes, because a lot of us are Stitch Fix. What's the name of our stylist, to see if there's a lot of, maybe they're all Abigail.
My stylist name is Katie, but I think that I might start using Abigail as one of my fake names at my part-time job.
There you go. Yeah, don't you have a fake name at work, Debbie? And then
I have
several
fake names.
And then Jane says that is such a scary thought. Yes, it is a scary thought, but people are scary. As somebody that listens to a lot of true crime podcasts, people are scary. Yeah. I mean, but that's the thing. That's the commonality, is people create these I'm a big fan of the band Bare Naked Ladies, and they have a song about the stalking of, I think it was Helen Reddy. And it was a farmer that felt she was sending messages directly to him through her songs, and showed up on her front porch one day saying, "I've gotten all your messages." So usually those stories have this false narrative that people, because they don't have, these information about you, they insert in their head, they're inserting themselves in your life. So yeah, I could say I wouldn't, it probably is within the realm of reason that someone's saying, wow, they're making me look good. Oh, they know me. They know my style. Right. And if you're a little unbalanced, you could really run with that.
I can't wait to see how your relationship with Abigail progresses.
I mean, I think we're okay. I think Abigail's not in any kind of danger. I try to put something funny in my comments to her, just only because, not in a flirtatious way, but more in I want to make sure you're having a good time helping me. It's more like I want to be your favorite customer type of thing. So I guess it's flirting in I want to be your favorite customer, but not in that's weird. I don't know what she looks like.
This has some potential. I'm gonna tune in to the next Chicks unboxing.
It's no longer no one cares about the clothes. It's the note to Abigail. Well, next time I'll save what I write to her so we can compare what I wrote to, because I keep forgetting what we talked about. I had to go back and look. That is a kind thought. Thanks, Jane. Yeah, God, working sucks. So why don't we make things as pleasant as we can for one another? We're all in the customer service business at one time or another. So, anyways, tip your servers. I can't wait to tip my servers.
Tip your servers, and if you can, in a privately owned restaurant, you can usually order around for the kitchen.
Oh, that's a good call.
Or a pitcher of beer for the kitchen.
Yeah, and they can enjoy that.
Nobody ever thinks of the kitchen.
Nobody. As somebody that, oh my God, I used to bus tables. One of my first jobs in high school, I was 16. I was bussing tables, but one night the dishwasher didn't show up, so they put me on dishwasher duty. I said, never again. I will. That is the hardest friggin'. It's hot. The smell is horrible.
Oh
horrible.
Yeah, it's the garbage of the garbage.
Oh my God, I never again. I was like, and I lost out on my tips that night. I was like, this sucks. Is shopping work? Jane would argue that it isn't. I don't know. I think anything that you have to do on somebody else's time becomes work. The secret is to do things that you enjoy, but I do feel like when someone puts a clock on it, if I have to get out of bed to do it, it's work. So I think the secret is don't do something you don't love and put a clock on it. Then it's really horrible. But I do. That's why I feel like I wouldn't be good at self-employed, because I wouldn't want to put a clock on anything and I'd never get anything done.
I think maybe Jane should find a second career as a personal shopper, because she does a great job buying clothes for Becky.
I agree. You know, and that, again, self-employed. So you could be like, you know what? I'm only going to, you could go shopping anytime. And, you know, the only clock on it is like, all right, my person needs something by Friday, so I got to do this before Friday. But yeah. So I think you're as close to perfect. If that's what you like, that's as close to perfect as you can get. My job would be hosting these unboxings. That would be my favorite thing to do.
You need to add your Venmo. You mentioned tipping your servers. You should add your Venmo to the bottom.
Well, when I do improv, we always put the link to the Providence Improv Guild to keep their doors open. So you're right. When I'm not affiliated with anything, it should come to me. I would feel so guilty if anybody that watched anything I did gave money to it. I really, like, I'd be like, I mean, a stranger, I wouldn't feel bad, because then there's no intrinsic other than they're getting value out of it. But I feel like all my friends would be very generous, and I'm like, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it. It would all go to a charity. It absolutely would go to a charity. I'd be like, all right. Stitch Fix is gone. Jane's Box. I am now the CEO of this business. I love it. I would switch over. I mean, once I've maxed out on my $100 coupons. I'm close.
Maybe Eddie will do a box.
You are trying to make up.
I apologize about the car parts. They had to go on the car immediately.
That's okay. We'll get something. Again, the offer's always open if anybody wants to unbox it. Although I think it really is just, we got 3 people watching. I thought it was just Becky and Jane for a minute, but we got more people watching. So, all right. Well, we wasted a good hour, huh?
That was a good time.
That was a good time. I totally agree. Let's see. 56 minutes and 3 seconds. That's what my little timer says. Not bad. All right, everybody.
Hardware store.
Yeah, get some felt. Or velveteen.
All right. Thanks, Ian. This was fun.
Bye, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend.